Well, hi there. How are you guys doing today? I do intend. I've got with me Shelby, as you might have expected, given our thumbnail. But I also have with me little Miss Martha today. She didn't sleep very well last night, so we'll hope she holds it together for us. You gonna be a good girl? I got lots of toys for her. It'll be exciting. You'll get to see lots of Martha's toys.
And hopefully not crying Martha.
Yeah, not anymore crying. You got that all out of your system, little miss? You think about it. But I have lots of stuff to talk about. We've got some mail. Obviously, I've got a snake that Leisha has never held before. It's the most venomous snake I own. It is also one of only 4 snakes in the world that has bitten me. So it seems like the perfect snake to hold. Are you going to hold this snake today?
I don't want to.
Okay, so there's a maybe. So you're saying there's a chance. But before I really get started with any of that, I want to say thank you guys so much for all your help during last week's live stream and after that with our new video about going to the Australian Reptile Park. What did you guys think of that? For starters, like the responses have been amazing, and those are the kind of videos that like I love them, and everybody who seems to get through the door and watch them loves them, and I never have known how to advertise.
And they're fun for you to film too.
Oh, I love it. If that could be a part of my life where we like go around to awesome places like that and share it with everybody, that would be a dream, an absolute dream. And have you seen enough of this guy? Or you want more? And so anyway, but I never know what to do, and I put a title on there at the beginning, and it wasn't doing very well at all. And then I took one of your suggestions, which is like just focus on one thing from the video. Yeah. And that video is about so many things. I'm like, one thing? But we already had, so like a venomous snake on the thumbnail. So without even changing the thumbnail, I was just like, all right. And I did one thing, and it just took off. And I never would have dreamed that video would do that well. I mean, it was up there with some of the unbelievable videos we released in December. Yeah. In fact, it did better for a long time than the mink video, and still it's like doing the same as the mink video. So like we knew that mink video was super exciting. I didn't dream this would happen. Thank you guys. It's legitimately all because of your suggestions. They helped so much, and I'm super grateful.
Look at Newt's comment right there.
What do you say?
It might take $10 to get her to hold Shelby.
I don't know what.
I don't want to hold Shelby, you guys. Like, it's not a game. I will sit here and let you hold Shelby, I'll watch.
We'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. As you can tell from the thumbnail, the kids both held Shelby the other day. I've been working with Shelby a lot, and he's a great snake. But anyway, we'll just see. We will see. I'm hoping for the best.
He's so naughty. He does this to me, and he won't let me do it to him.
Oh, if you want me to hold Shelby, I totally will.
No, cook.
I didn't say I wouldn't cook.
You didn't?
No.
All right, then.
As far as the Discord, I want to talk about the Discord a little bit because it's really cool. And every Saturday now, they're doing a meet and greet, and I'm going to try to drop by for a lot of these meet and greets on Saturdays. But it's like it's all voice on Discord, and so like you can all hear each other, you can talk to each other. Like it's like interacting with real people again. You guys remember that? Except all these people are way into reptiles and other rad stuff. So it's a really cool community. I've been to a couple of these already, and they're really fun. So check us out on the Discord if you haven't already. And let's see, what else do we have? Any other big news? Jason, is there anything else we should make sure we talk about today? As always, Jason and Michelle are both here helping out behind the scenes, and today's going to be a fun day. I've got some packages. I don't know what they are.
Cool. That's exciting.
I want to open them.
That's really exciting.
It looked like we had a question from Anthony already.
Anthony said, for the reptile room, my friends, and it was a super duper chat.
Super duper chat.
That's right.
Thank you, Anthony. I hope we get to chat again soon.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. I got the plaque installed at the reptile room.
I should have taken a picture to show everyone. Clint installed the plaque during their one-on-one chat, and his dad was there and got to see it. It was really fun, right?
Yep.
Am I getting
his dad came after it was installed.
Okay.
But he got to see the plaque and everything. It was really cool.
Awesome. That's really nice. Anthony just sent another super chat.
Hey
It's really loud when it's there. Is
that
that too loud?
Tell us. How old are you, Clint? You look so young, and I'm curious. That was Anthony's question. Here's Anthony's question. Hi there, my friends. What are some of your favorite things about the Strange Island of Madagascar? Also, the Bronx Zoo has a whole building dedicated to Madagascar. Can't wait to go with you guys. That's awesome.
I love really so much about Madagascar. Madagascar is full of lemurs and chameleons and just all kinds of red stuff. Probably the eye, as evidenced by my eye captain.
I like the thumbnail chameleons.
Oh, yeah, the little pygmy chameleons.
Yeah.
There's just, I dream of going to Madagascar. Someday that will happen.
Newt said it wasn't loud enough.
No, okay, we'll try to ramp it up. If that's too loud, let us know, because it is fairly close to our microphone, and we don't want to blow your ears out of your heads.
Yep.
You're being so good.
So are you going to tell them how old you are?
Oh, I am
45.
45, yeah. I'm 35, but my birthday is this month, so I will be 36.
Which means he's almost 40.
Leisha rounds, though, aggressively, so I've been almost 40 as long as Leisha's known me.
Well, I'm not even 30 yet, so to have him be almost 40.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Just teasing. I love it. My almost 40-year-old guy.
But not really, legitimately, since we met, I've been almost 40 as far as
That's not true. That's
yes,
not
it
true.
is.
You were almost 30.
I was almost 50 when we met. By your standards. Yeah, if you're closer to an age than you are to death, or sorry, than you are to birth, rather. If you're closer to that age than you are to birth, according to Leisha, you're almost that age. So
that's not true.
Our parents are almost 100.
They are getting up there. My dad's in his 70s.
That's almost 140. My goodness.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah?
It's showing me the super chats, but it's not showing me the...
Oh, the scrolly doobie?
The stream.
Is it this? Maybe it's a new function.
Yeah.
I get the stream. We can look at the stream up here.
So Amy B, the reason I'm saying that is because Amy B sent $15, and usually they need to send a question along with it.
Oh yeah.
But I can't see. But I can't.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Yeah.
If you do have a question, we'll try to keep an eye out for it.
And usually Jason will text me.
Jason, he's all right.
Yeah. And Captain Moby 13, which is our friend Doug. We've met at the Reptile Room several times.
Yes.
Sent a super duper chat.
Super duper chat. Thank you so much, Doug.
For all you do, the buck's for you. Oh, and I would totally hold Shelby next time the Reptile Room is open, maybe.
He's getting there where I would feel comfortable handing him to you because I know you well. He's getting to the point. I mean, the other day when I took those pictures that are on the thumbnail for this, that was the first time the kids had ever held him. And that was just a couple days ago. I thought if I had a picture of the kids holding him, maybe that would help Leisha feel more comfortable with him. She didn't hold him then.
He asked me, like, do you want to hold him? And I was like, no, that's okay.
He's so good.
But I was also busy setting up for a baby shower.
Yeah. You should tell that story. It's cute.
No, it's not.
It's so cute.
Just really quick,
yeah.
Condensed version. So, can I use all the same names?
Yes. Change their names to exactly what their names are for privacy.
My friend Jessica, Clint's, I guess, mutual friend, our friend Kevin and Jessica, she's having a baby, and I was throwing her a baby shower.
Yeah, it was going to be the world's smallest baby shower because of COVID and other concerns, but
just a few
she needed to have a baby shower.
Yep.
And so Leisha put together a really cute little baby shower at the Reptile Room.
Really cute.
And Jessica,
as I had it all set up days before, because when I throw parties, I'm that type of person that, like, people are knocking on the door and I'm like, come in, and I'm like still trying to put my makeup on because I like do everything not last minute, but like you're still trying to do all the final touches. So I was like, I'm gonna have everything planned and prepped and ready to go. So I had it done like a day and a half-ish early. At the very least, it was done
more than a day early.
Yeah. And then I was like, great, I'll just have to come and set up the food and it'll be good to go. So I got there and I was ready to set up the food, and Jessica went into labor.
Yep. She decided to have a real baby shower.
Yep. And we've been so excited for them.
Extremely, extremely excited. Yep. It's the best. It is the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was a cute
That's our
story.
story.
Cute. Fun. Let's do a couple more super chats.
Okay, let's do a couple more.
Amanda sent $50 Canadian and said,
Super duper chat.
you guys are super awesome with a heart.
Oh, thank you so much. That's Amanda?
Yes.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
That is so kind of you.
My sister went to Thailand last year, or in 2019, before the world broke down.
We've skipped over this year.
Yeah.
Like an overpass.
Like an overpass. And she said in Thailand they do this. It's like a mini heart. Instead of doing this, you just do this. Isn't that cute?
Adored.
Okay, Lauren Bevel sent a super chat. Where are there no snakes? Ireland, Greenland, Iceland, Antarctica, New Zealand, Hawaii minus non-native brown snakes. Anywhere else?
That's a lot of them, and it's So snakes are a more recent group within the lizards. I've hinted at this before, just to wreck your day, but snakes come right out of the middle of the lizards. Snakes are more closely related to many lizards than those lizards are to lots of other lizards. In fact, one of the more groups of lizards would be the geckos. You could include the geckos or not in the lizards, but you can't not include the snakes. And the snakes have really only come around majorly, since around the time of the dinosaurs, which is recent actually when it comes to reptiles. And you find in the fossil record, you find four-legged snakes that have very clear snake head morphology and stuff like that. But anyway,
that's cool.
So basically, when you've got places that either broke away before snakes came around, and then were far enough away that there weren't any colonization events from snakes. So some islands you'll go to, they've got like one species of snake, right? It's because at some point there was a colonization event from one species of snake that managed to get there. But a lot of them just those islands left before snakes were a thing. Additionally, places like Antarctica hasn't always been at the bottom of the planet, but it is now, and it's a tad chilly for snakes. Even places like Alaska, garter snakes, I think, are the only snakes that they have, and they have them. As you get to places that are colder, you start to only see live-bearing snakes because it's just impossible to incubate eggs. And so, when you go to high elevations, like in Colorado and stuff, you pretty much only see garter snakes and rattlesnakes after you get to a certain elevation. And then, Alaska, only the garter snakes.
The reptile keeper says, we have lizards with no legs, so we need snakes with legs.
Yeah, and we have them.
That exists.
I should have brought one.
You should have brought one.
But all the boas and pythons have legs. No big deal.
More super chats.
Super chat. Oh, wait. You have a button for this.
Let's see. Olivia says, thank you for helping me deal with my fears and being just so amazing.
That makes me feel so good. I do.
Those are Clint's favorite comments.
Oh, and they seem to come up quite a bit. And what is it? I have some thoughts as to what it might be about our channel specifically that helps people with their fear of snakes. I feel like the fact that, you get on see a lot of people who like snakes. My friends included, that don't seem to care when they get bitten.
Mm-hmm.
That really doesn't help that much for me.
No,
watching them get bitten all the time.
Penny went with Clint and Brian Cusco and Dave Kaufman.
Oh yeah.
To what's his name, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Jason
know
Dunn's.
his company though. Jason Dunn's to his breeding facility to go peek at all of the cool snakes he has. And
it's called Envy Exotics.
Envy Exotics. And Penny Rose came home and it was like, Daddy's friend made the snake bite him. He wanted to be bit and he thought it was funny. She was like wide-eyed. Brian Cusco was like, I want to see how frisky these snakes are. And so he was kind of doing seeing if he could get that snake wound up or not, and ended up getting bit. And he said it held on to him for a good 10 minutes.
Oh, it held on to it. Yeah, it was a Mexican black king snake, and it held on. Here's a video of it on Brian's channel, Triple B TV.
That does not help. Triple B TV?
I think so.
Or Brian
I don't know.
Cusco.
Or Brian Cusco's. Anyway, one of his channels.
Yeah.
Where he has at least two and helps with others.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, I don't I think that might help. That I don't like to get bitten either, and so I handle them in a way that doesn't and show that they're just delightful creatures. You gotta feel for snakes. The world is really scary when you're a noodle with a head, and you just gotta kind of put yourself in their headspace a little bit.
Yep.
Not do anything that wouldn't scare the pants off of you if you were in their situation.
Yep. Anthony just sent $99.99.
Super duper chat. Thank you.
Again.
Oh, it's that just gotta come out. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Super duperiest super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, wait, I need a new toy. Let's try this one. Thoughts?
Thank you, Anthony. Anthony says, so my friend, what, if any, cryptid or presumed extinct species, such as the thylacine, thylacine, do you think could be extant? What's a thylacine?
Tasmanian wolf.
Oh.
Yeah, let me see here. Try to make you happy, baby.
Let me take her.
Maybe for a minute, then I can get Shelby out.
Oh, not Shelby.
You don't have to hold Shelby.
Not yet.
You can just watch me hold Shelby.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, in a second.
Not yet.
Shelby here in a minute. Okay, but which ones do I think could be extant that are thought to be extinct? Just for fun. Crested geckos were thought to be extinct until the 1990s when we discovered that they aren't. Now you can see in every pet store that they are not extinct. Something. I mean, it's hard to say that there'd be an example of something super well known. I mean, there's a lot of animals like ivory-billed woodpeckers and stuff that we hadn't seen for a while, but also not that many people know about them and think about them. All sorts of insects and things like that. Something extinct.
I love it when she.
And every now and then there's spottings of things that look like they might be Tasmanian wolves. Probably not. Ponder. I probably a lot of the amphibian species that seem to have gone extinct in recent years, but live in the remote rainforest where we might just not be looking where they are. That would be my hope.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Mr. and Mrs. Morelia sent $19.99, almost a super duper chat. I think those should count.
It should still. Super chat. We'll get two. Maybe a double super chat.
Oh my. Okay, they said if $5 can get you to hold a vinegaroon, this should guarantee some love for Shelby. We are all on Leisha holding Shelby. We're all in on Leisha holding Shelby. You can do it, Leisha. Hashtag Team Leisha. Scary snakes need love too.
I'm gonna get Shelby out, but I'm not gonna expect you to hold.
By the baby, you're gonna get Shelby out by the baby.
Yeah, of course. But I'm gonna hold him. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. We're gonna have the baby the whole time. But I'm gonna get him out just so they can see him. They deserve to see him because I've got stuff to open. So I'll put him away when we open stuff. I'll get him out later and we'll play with him some more. He's just a delightful snake, and everyone should see him. Okay. All right.
My disapproving look. Okay.
Good enough.
I'll read some more super chats while you do that. Okay. Arctic Xerxes sent a super chat and said, hello from Magna, Utah. Dream pet is a northern blue-tongued skink. I know where Magna, Utah is.
Yeah.
That's a very tiny town here in Utah.
Sometime soon we'll hope to have the reptile room open and you can at least come interact with our northern blue-tongued skink.
Yeah.
Hey, Shell. There he is. Hi, buddy. Hi. You're a little cold.
Get its head away.
Hey, Theo.
It's
down.
hurting.
Down.
Theo,
down.
In.
Hey, buddy. He's not hurting.
Good boy.
He's not hurting.
Theo, in. In. Good boy. In. Theo, in. Good boy, Betty.
There he is. Isn't he glorious? He's getting big on us. Little by little. Oh, I love this guy. Hi, Shelby. You're being so good. You're being so good. You're such a good snake. Yeah. I love this guy. Look at him. Thank you, Emily. You're probably not here, but thank you.
Its tail is up. Is that fine? Is it going to poo?
No, that's not its whole tail. Isn't he great? Sorry, guys. We got to enjoy this.
Silence as we just watched the snake.
Yeah. The one thing I've learned as far as, I've been bitten by snakes 4 times in my life, and 3 times I was presenting a snake to somebody else like this, and I wasn't paying attention to the snake. And what I've been learning is just pay attention to the snake if it's one that you can't trust completely. Shelby's been very, very good for me, really ever since the first time that he bit me. But I'm going to keep an eye on him a little bit. But I'm ready for a new question.
I love it when she does that.
Is she curious?
No, she just puts the pretzel in her mouth and lets it just like hang out of her mouth. Okay, let's see. The next question is, there's a lot coming in. Let's see. Sherry LBW sent $20.
Chat.
It seems I have a theme going in my home. First, the children's python, then the
Brettles python.
Now I have a little male ant-tail python on hold. And yes, I think Leisha is brave enough to hold Shelby. But what if I don't want to hold Shelby? Let's see. Lorenzo sent a super chat and said, good morning. Good afternoon to us.
Is that the whole thing?
Yep.
Lorenzo, good afternoon. Good morning.
Dun said, Clint, you're always so positive. I love watching your channel. It's always so refreshing to see your enthusiasm. It's still so great after so long.
Well, thank you so much. I'm just so excited that we get to do this. This is unbelievable.
My sister-in-law said it best. She was like, because she's kind of into animals. She's wanting to get a ball python. And she was like, I love watching Clint's videos because he's so unapologetically positive.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Let's see. Cordis sent a super chat. I love frilled dragons. I'm curious if the big Zen habitat enclosure you reviewed recently would be too small/short for one to live in. Thank you.
That would actually, I mean, you might have to reevaluate when it gets to be fully grown, but especially for a female, that would probably be a pretty rad enclosure. It's big. 4 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet is a big enclosure. I think it'd be awesome if you could build something bigger. That'd be cool too. But that's one of the bigger, reasonably priced enclosures you can get that has a lot of height. That'd be a dandy.
Hey, I have a question about snakes' mouths.
Yeah.
Do they have a hole in it for the tongue to come out, or is it a little bit open?
Look at the top jaw when his tongue is in. Yeah,
I see the hole, but is it just a little bit open, or is there an actual hole there?
It's just kind of a groove, but the jaws don't meet up perfectly. And remember, the bottom jaw doesn't even fuse. So
is that how it is with all snakes?
Yeah.
It's just kind of a little.
In fact, unlike ball pythons and stuff, it's a lot more distinctive. They've got almost like a Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, they do. It's cute.
Like there in the front.
The whole snoot. Let's see. Amanda sent $50 Canadian. Again, thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
And said, you can do it, Alicia. You can do it, Leisha. I just called myself Alicia.
Yeah, get your name right.
You can do it, Leisha.
I one time started in college, I think it was a quiz in a lab, and I spelled my name wrong at the beginning. I'm like, this isn't a good sign. I don't even know my own name.
Oh dear. Mr. and Mrs. Morelia sent a super chat and said, OMG, Shelby is gorgeous. I would love to kiss her on the head. Worth the risk.
Oh yeah, he's such a good boy. You should smooch him for sure. Give him a smooch. Oh, he's a good snake. You're so good, baby Martha. Look at her. She is just curious. Have you got it? Have you got it?
Stop. Got what?
Oh, the natural draw to the creatures. Oh boy. All right. He's getting warmer too, which is good.
Do you want more super chats or you want to open mail? What do you want to do?
Let's do one more super chat. Oh.
What was that?
That was he is a little bit jumpy every now and then with contact, and he wasn't expecting that, and he jumped, but he didn't do anything aggressive. He just was surprised. This is my baby, you can tell. Huh. Yeah, you like that? This is a false water cobra. What do you think? Yeah. I've been bitten by both of you.
Martha likes to bite Clint's nose.
Yeah, she does.
She just puts her mouth on his nose.
She's like, this is fabulous.
Her eyes aren't quite as
Would
scary.
you look at that?
Never seen a bird land on a head before.
Yeah, like you couldn't afford it.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. One more. This is from Lori Johnson that says, thank you for your concert. Okay.
You're a good baby.
Thank you for your conversation with my little buddy, Mark Black.
You bet. Oh my gosh, it was the best. I really, really, really enjoyed getting to talk to him. Thank you for letting that happen and for reaching out. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Do you want to tell them about that?
Oh, I don't know. We can talk about it if you want to, but it was just I
That's
saw
cool that she knows Mark. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. It was just I saw a thing about him on actually Snake Discovery's page, and I just reached out to and got to talk to Mark. And it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing. He's a really cool kid. He loves reptiles. He loves fishing. He catches paddlefish, which paddlefish are really awesome. I'd love to talk to you guys about paddlefish someday. Maybe that'll happen.
Okay.
All right, I'll put Shelby away
Mail?
for a minute and open something from the mail, but he'll be coming back.
And we'll be reading more of these super chats, so don't you worry. We haven't forgotten.
I love him. I love this snake, guys. Oh. Leisha's so excited. Okay, Theo. No.
Theo, come here, buddy.
Sit. Good boy. Stay. Leave it.
Good boy.
Good boy. Leave it. Good boy, Theo. You're a good boy.
Theo's such a good dog. He's never done anything aggressive to like anyone, no creature, nothing. He's just so curious. He just wants to be friends.
Yeah.
With everyone.
I'm not very. We don't, because he's a dog and he's got weapons. We don't trust him overly, but I don't think I've ever seen a dog that you could trust more.
Yeah. And we have friends that live around us that always want to have Theo play dates because they'll have like puppies, and Theo's so good with little puppies.
Good with the puppies.
Yeah, he's really cute.
He's a good boy. He's almost 2.
I know.
I cannot believe that. That is nuts.
It is nuts.
All right. So
Who's this from?
I have a card. It's from Joy McGrath.
What state do they live in?
Washington.
Wow, that's cool.
Ooh, is this in there?
Yeah,
She said a bodacious rainbow turtle.
that is awesome.
How cool is that?
That's really rad.
And rainbow octopus. Oh my goodness. I love octopus so much.
What's this one? Cute.
Oh my goodness.
Theo, down.
I wonder if she makes these. The Pure Joy Studios. And it
Oh.
looks like you can find it on Instagram.
And look at that cute sticker on the envelope.
Yes.
The Pure Joy Studios.
These are amazing. They're like so happy, and I love these. There's more. There's the Pure Joy Studios sticker. I adore these. And then there's a card. Oh my goodness, she got a wonderful handwritten letter here on the back.
Cute.
Oh my goodness.
She just started her own Etsy shop, so go check her out.
Yeah, go
on
check out
Etsy.
the
That's
Pure
really
Joy
cute.
Studios on Etsy. These are awesome. I love these. I think they just they like radiate happiness. Look at that. This one though, I think is my I don't know. I love cephalopods.
Speaking of cephalopods,
Speaking of cephalopods, there might be a cephalopod video coming up soon.
soon
So,
as in really soon.
pretty darn soon. So click the little bell in case you want to make sure you don't miss that bad boy.
Yeah.
Because it's a goodie. All right. Oh, I have another package, but can I take a question between? Or
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have it here on standby.
Okay.
You're a cutie.
This one is from.
You do the nose eat. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
This one's from Max Whiteley. Why are you letting her do it to you?
So she knows you weren't lying. Okay.
She's cute. Max Whiteley says, for the reptile room, my friends, now can I have a plaque on something for super chat? Haha. Thank you for the super chat. Now can I have a plaque on something?
What? Come do some live face to faces so I can get to know you. We'll be throwing plaques around like it was going out of style.
Let's see. Mayor Kitten said, how often do you handle Shelby?
So for a long time, Shelby was kind of an off and on feeder for me, which they're supposed to be great eaters. And he was not eating great for me. So I was not handling him very much at all. But then I moved the location of his enclosure. And after that, he became just a great eater. And it was much easier to interact with him. So I've been getting him out, and especially since I've been doing the live face-to-face chats, a lot of people like want to see him. So I've been getting him out more regularly. And, for a long time, like he would tail whip at me, and he would do mock strikes and stuff, and he can launch himself like a missile. When he is grumpy, and he's got the hood, which is nice because he warns you, like, I'm not really thrilled with you being here. But yeah, tail whips like an iguana. I've never seen a snake do that before. And so he can
even to prey, like not even to you.
Oh, well, not to prey, but to food he doesn't like. Like if I give him a frozen thawed mouse, he just goes for it and eats it. If I put a frozen thawed chicken there, tail whips, anger, rage. He's not interested in it. He's just trying to scare that thing away. Yeah, but he, he's very intimidating. He doesn't want to fight you, obviously. He just wants to scare you off. But man, he can be scary. And so, but then when I moved him down, he stopped doing all that stuff. And, he's been just delightful. So I get him out all the time now because I love him.
Jessica Mortimer is on the super chat.
I know the Jessica Mortimer.
She's my sister-in-law, the one we were saying wants to get a ball python.
Holy cow.
And she just sent a super chat. So we'll read it when we get there.
Okay.
Open this mail. Hi, Jessica.
So Jason last night we were filming and he was opening this close to me. And I was like, well, what's the point in opening this right by me? If it explodes now, I'm here anyway. He's like, oh, this isn't for you. It's because some of these things take a long time to open and I don't want to bore all the people. He's like, he seems not concerned about it.
It's not for your safety.
Yeah, he's not concerned with my safety
bore the people
at all.
Okay, open it.
Anyway, this package, I don't know what it is.
Open
but
it.
But it was incredibly well wrapped.
Open it.
He was battling with it for a long time. Who's it from? I don't know who this is from. Jason, do you know who this is from?
It might say in the...
It's a cute little box inside of another box. And inside of that box is another box. And inside of that box is a flea. And then we can smash it with a hammer.
Stop. Sorry. You're so weird.
Okay. So since 2001, we at UKGE pride ourselves on ensuring that all fossils, rocks, and minerals and meteorites we sell are genuine.
That is so cool. Let's show them this logo. They are in
is this from
the
them?
UK.
Or is this from a person?
UKGE.com.
This looks like a bodacious tooth.
What is that?
Holy cow!
That is incredible.
This is a tooth from a mosasaur.
Who sent this? Was it this company that sent this?
I don't know.
Or was
Jason,
it someone
do you know?
else?
Did
it come with?
I don't think it came with the letter from Joy. Jason, if you know who this came from, please let me know. Because I want to say thank you so much.
That was from Emperor's New Groove?
Yes.
The freaky lady says it?
Yes.
What's her name? Isma?
Yeah, Isma.
Somebody was like, Leisha, you've not seen Emperor's New Groove? I'm like, wait, yes I have.
Turn him into a flea. And I'll put that flea in a box, and I'll put that box inside of another box, and then I'll send it to myself. And then I'll smash it with a hammer. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Or to save money on postage, I'll just poison him with this. Okay. That's where this ends. Mosasaur tooth. So for those of you unfamiliar with mosasaurs are an ancient giant marine reptile that is now extinct. And a lot of people think that dinosaur is a word for ancient extinct reptile. Tisn't. Dinosaurs are a monophyletic group. This wasn't part of it. This actually probably falls into the monophyletic group of lizards, with their closest living relatives potentially being the varanids, the monitor lizards.
Wow.
So
go check these eyes out. Thank you for
the
sending
ultimate
us
super giant water monitor.
UKGE.com.
Yay!
That
thank
is
you
so cool.
much. I'm gonna stick it right there.
That's really neat. Let's go.
Fossil time. I love fossils.
Let's do it.
That is all.
Let's do a couple more super chats and then we'll hop over to Patreon. Let's see. Did you say how often you handle Shelby?
I did it a little bit.
Okay.
Lately I've been handling him like except for around his meals every day.
The Tarantula Collective sent a super chat and said, very cool. Betty Morgan sent a super chat.
You.
What do you think about peach throat monitors as pets? Nerd has captive bred babies.
Oh, I think they're decent. Yeah, Ackies, obviously, like if you want to monitor, Ackies are just fantastic. And everything else is harder than that. And peach throats, though, they seem to have a pretty good personality, fairly reasonable care. We'll have to do a video on them down the road.
Yep. Let's see.
Captive bred baby would be a good
this is the one from Jess. I'll read it.
Yay.
How much is that baby in the window? Hand over the little miss.
She's quite spendy.
She's quite spendy.
she's CBB.
Lauren Bevel said, have you guys announced more about sponsoring enclosures? Just want to make sure I didn't miss it.
You haven't missed it. And I will probably, when it just a little bit of work we need to do to do that. We should do that soon, though, because I want to start getting into more enclosures. We will announce it here first, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll probably do a community tab post about it as well to make sure everybody knows, because we really appreciate that you guys are even enthusiastic about doing that. It means so much.
And it would be really cool, even for those of you who can't come to the reptile room, to see your name in the reptile room because you've supported us and helped us from the very beginning. That would be really special to me.
Can I mention something about the live face-to-faces too? They have been amazing. Like, something I've been thinking about is, how much am I going to want to continue to do that after COVID is kind of wrapped up and we can open up in a full-scale sort of a way. I feel like I'd want to do it still a lot because they've been awesome. And I really, like, a lot of you do live in places where you can't physically come to the reptile room. Yeah. But this is, in a lot of ways, this is a different sort of experience in that. But at the same time, like, even when you come to the reptile room, a lot of times you can hang out with me. But usually it's not just the two of us hang out for an hour. Yep. But that's what these are. It's just the two of us hanging out, holding reptiles. You can talk about whatever you want. Yeah. And seek advice or help or just chat, show off your reptiles. We'll find your missing snake, whatever. Look at your bodacious autographed baseball collection that you and your awesome dad have. Yep. There's just all kinds of cool stuff. We can talk about Marvel. We have so much fun, but then, talk about reptiles. I can answer your pet questions. Show you Gus, show you all the enclosures, answer questions, all sorts of fun things. They've been so much fun. And you and Clint, one-on-one for 1 hour in the reptile room. I feel like that's something that I'll want to keep doing as long as you guys are interested in coming in that way. We'll do it. Anyway, that's sort of what I was thinking about. Love it. So schedule a one-on-one. Yeah, they're really awesome. Okay. It's been awesome. Let's go to, you want to hold her for a second? Yes, I do. Did you sanitize after holding her? We'll make sure. I like your sanitation face. Okay, let's go to Patreon. No, you have to say it. Patreon. Yeah, there it is. Anthony says, hi there, my friends. In your opinion, is the lace monitor the best pet large monitor? Also, I believe in you, Leisha. You can definitely hold Shelby. You got this. I have gone on record multiple times saying that I think the lace monitor is the best one. I think I say it in the video from Tinley. I said it in the Australia video just the other day. I said it when I went to Chandler's house. Like, I haven't done a video on them because I've never had access to them really to do one just yet. But I've caught myself saying that over and over and over again. They just seem amazing. They seem like they've got a really great personality, very reasonable care for a bigger monitor, beautiful. There's just so much to love about them. By the way, the reason we go to Patreon every single week is because as one of the perks of being a member on Patreon, we answer every single question during a live stream. So if you have a question that you really want answered, hop on to Patreon. We answer every single one. So it's just one of the very many perks that you get when you support us on Patreon. And we're super grateful for the people who do. It helps us out a lot. Is that good? That's great. Jen said, I know a lot of the animals you review are via online breeders only. There is a mix of fantastic and not so fantastic breeders out there. Could you make a video with some of your favorites and some tips on how to go about telling if a breeder is legit? And you can hold Shelby. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea. I'd have to. My only concern is there are so many good breeders, great breeders, that I just don't have any experience with myself, and I don't want to leave them off or make you feel like, you can't, there are a few breeders where like I know them personally. I've been to their facility and seen what they do.
Yep.
Like places like Reach Out Reptiles and TSK,
Great Basin
Serpentarium, Bertopia geckos,
Nerd.
Nerd Gecko Daddy,
Jason's.
Yep. Envy Exotics, but I like they were amazing.
Don's
Garters for sure. But I don't want to leave anybody out because there are just so many great ones. Really, I mean, you can ask around about Kyle Wilson, who sent Shelby.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I bought Shelby from him.
Yep.
He then mailed him to me. But there are a lot of great ones. Even just around here, and probably not that many bad ones, right? But the bad ones are out there, and so you can ask around for a lot of times if there's a specific animal I'm interested in, I go to like a Facebook group about that animal, and I should ask you like, where should I get one? That's how I found out about Kyle Wilson. Yep. Because everybody was like, get one from Kyle. I'm like, wonder why they're all saying this. I bet it's because he's horrible. It's like he's probably amazing, and so anyway, that would be my take. But that's awesome. A great idea.
Pootie and Weeza said, number one, Leisha is a superhero. We don't question greatness, LOL.
No, why would you?
You're so nice. Number two, how do you incubate? This will be my husband's second year breeding ball pythons, and he'd like to upgrade his incubation method. Everyone seems to have their own tricks: plastic wrap, egg trays, soda coolers, etc. What have you found works best?
Oh, I just use vermiculite and perlite in a tub in the incubator, and just check that the humidity seems about right and temperatures don't go crazy. And
just like a little Tupperware tub, and you always play around with the vermiculite.
Oh yeah. Something to keep in mind: vermiculite gets real hot when it gets wet for a short period of time. So get your incubation media kind of set up, maybe like 20 minutes or so before you put the eggs in, so that it can cool back down. It's some sort of chemical reaction that occurs when you add the water that it gets real hot, and so be a little bit careful about that.
Yeah, it needs to hold a little bit of moisture. But
not it should clump and kind of hold its form, but not like totally sticky.
In case you're wondering, we're not experiencing an earthquake. Clint's bouncing his legs to help the baby fall asleep. The camera is shaking just a little.
Perfect. You guys were hoping for an earthquake.
Yeah.
Show her.
Amar says, hi, Clint and Leisha. Hope you and the family are doing well as always. If you had a magic wand and could make any species widely available, captive bred, what would it be? All of the species' other characteristics would remain the same. As always, keep doing what you're doing.
So any species I can make it widely available captive bred.
But all other characteristics remain the same.
Right now, it's emerald tree skinks, but I think that will happen in the next few years.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
Which, by the way, people have been emailing and asking to get on a waiting list for Clint's emerald tree skinks. There's no waiting list yet, but we'll announce when.
Yeah, my first several I will probably be keeping, and then I'll so when you see I'm starting to have babies, that might be a time to then start contacting me. But because the first ones they're staying right here. Yeah. So they're not going anywhere, unless this would be the only condition in which I would get rid of the first few, is if somebody else who breeds emerald tree skinks wants to do a trade. I would potentially trade to diversify my bloodlines, but I'm keeping my. I want more emerald tree skinks in my life. Like I think I would like to have 2 trios of emerald tree skinks, so I can have one here and one at the reptile room.
Clint's been trying to talk me into having an enclosure of emerald tree skinks here at the house.
That would be the best one. Like, can you imagine a better? And they're a great display animal. The tank could be beautiful. The skinks are unreal. How personable they are.
We'll see. We'll see when the babies pop out.
Can I tell them my crazy dream?
What's your crazy dream?
I've always had this dream, which legitimately could happen in the next few years with Clint's reptile room, but of essentially having like an aviary style area with like a little river in it and a pond and a bench to sit in, and it's basically like a rainforest in there.
We've had this dream where like in our someday back, we live in a townhome, so we don't have a backyard yet. But someday when we have a house and a backyard, we would love to have like a big, beautiful greenhouse back there with just some birds flying around and a stream that goes through it and some pretty benches and comfy chairs to sit on with just a few like lizards running around. You can go
but I've often
sit
thought,
in the
like, what would I have in there? And
read
I've
a
thought of
book.
like Anoles lizards or giant day geckos, and which I think would all be really cool to have in there. Then I realized emerald tree skinks, because they would come and they'd jump on your shoulders.
While you're trying to read your book.
It'd be amazing. Get off my book, please, little skinks, you adorable things, yeah?
It would be fun.
I love them so.
Let's see. This person that has not English letters said, Leisha, my name, P.S. Leisha, my name reads Vasily. V-A-S-I-L-I-L-Y. Wait. V-A-S-I-L-I-Y. Vasily?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I need to see it. It's too far away for me to see.
Hi, Clint and Leisha. I'm on the Leisha Can Hold Shelby team. My question this time, how do you pick a breeder to get your reptiles from? With Nerd, we kind of went through this one. That's interesting. With Nerd, Rose City Reptiles, Underground Reptiles, and many others on the market, it's confusing for somebody new to the hobby to pick. What would be your recommendation?
That is tough. Again, I go back to join a community about that animal. I will tell you, okay, so here's the thing. Like, there are some of those places I know they're largely importers. Places like Underground Reptiles and Backwater Reptiles. There's a huge amount of imports on their page. And so, I'm not totally against imports, but generally I think that's not a good choice for most people to get. I think there are some people that are the right people to get an import in, and that's how we get new species in the hobby. But if you're just getting one as a pet, like that's not going to be a good way to do it. And they usually are very clear on their website. These are captive bred, and if they don't say it is, it isn't. Okay. And so be aware of that kind of thing. Talk to people who've had experiences. That's the thing. I've never ordered anything from either of those, and so I can't tell you they're good or bad. I can tell you, like, I've heard things from other people, but I don't want to spread rumors. Like, it's not my experience.
Yeah.
And I enjoy looking and just seeing what they have, because it's part of what I love about expos. It's part of why we created this channel. Is I want to know what's out there that I don't even know about.
Yep.
And they've got things like that all the time, and then I can go and learn about it. You don't research what you don't know exists.
Yep, that's awesome. Jacob User says, have you heard about the recent discovery of a fifth mode of locomotion, lasso locomotion, observed in brown tree snakes when climbing a smooth vertical pole? For lay people, what is the significance of this discovery?
I need to look into exactly what that is, but I would imagine it's the same form of locomotion that reticulated pythons use to climb poles.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I'll have to bring my super dwarf here sometime, and if I get a pole, she'll do it.
Yes.
But they basically coil around the pole, and then they go up with a big part of their body, and then they just wrap it around the pole, and then they pull themselves up. Kind of like if a slinky had muscles, the way that it might climb a pole. Okay. And then they coil around with the bottom of their body, push up the top again, it grabs, and then they pull themselves up.
Interesting.
It's really neat to watch.
And so what's the significance of this locomotion?
It's rad, and it helps them climb stuff. Because have you ever tried to climb a tree without using your arms or legs? Challenging.
Amanda, who has sent quite a bit of money on the super chats. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you so much.
I hope Leisha holds Shelby. You can do it, Leisha. Thank you for the support. Question: will you still do the Zoom calls when COVID restrictions are lifted and you're back in business? I'm going to do one as soon as I can, but I'm just wondering what the future is for it. I adore you guys. Thanks, Amanda.
So what? It's like I'm reading minds today. Can you pop that back up?
Yeah.
But I think we will. I'm enjoying it. So if I can make the time, I want to. I think it's something we're always trying to figure out, like, what will our hours be at the Reptile Room, because we want to have time where it can be open for special events. So it's not just open all the time.
Events and things like that.
And, in school groups and preschools and things like that. So it can't be open all the time, and maybe also I set time aside for live face-to-faces.
Put her in your elbow crook.
She was in my elbow crook. She just moved down. She decrooked.
Okay, she just doesn't look very comfy.
Oh, she is. She's so comfy. She likes looking like the marionette guys in, was that a Backstreet Boys or an NSYNC video?
Oh dear. I don't know.
What video is this, guys?
Sherry LBW says, I believe Leisha can do anything she really wants to. You got this, Leisha.
That is very
That
true.
is true, but I don't want to do this.
Nope. I just hope she does.
Laura Gore said, can you do a video introducing your behind the scenes crew? I'd love to see their faces and meet them.
Yes, I would like that a lot.
We've done that video.
Yes, that actually does exist, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that was one of our early
one of our
videos.
very first videos, but I'm not in it and Karen's not in it.
Yep, but
So it's a group of 3 couples that we just became best friends, and Jason is a businessman and is always thinking, his little brain's always thinking about businesses, and he was like, what can we do as a team to, like, as friends to grow a business together? And he came up with the idea of Clint Reptiles, so we call him like producer and director.
oh, because he totally is the producer.
And Michelle does the cinematography. For a while she did a lot of the color correction and color
I think she
editing.
still is a lot.
Is she?
I think she's, yeah.
And she does a lot of the paperwork and taxes and counting.
Yeah, and she's been doing a lot too about reaching out to.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's video is a collaboration with a really cool place.
Yeah.
That would have been impossible, and Michelle's the one that got that together.
Yeah.
And you see Michelle here also.
So she's HR and accounting and underwriting and
but
all of that.
but also of all the people on in our group, she is by she and I are the 2 that are like really, really into animals. She grew up in an animal rescue, like an exotic wild animal rescue.
She was on what planet?
Yeah, they had an Animal Planet show.
Yeah, her family.
That they're on, and she's taking a nap with an alligator as a kid growing up. I never got in trouble for taking a nap with no alligators. Anyway, it would be really fun to have her on, I think, a lot more. Jason never wants to be on camera.
And so that's what
goofball.
Michelle does. William is in charge of the Discord. William has designed most of the merch.
And he used to run the clacker. That's
true. I forgot about that. Karen and Jason both did a lot of editing. They just spent hours and hours and hours in their basement doing editing. And Clint does all the content, and I just sit here and look pretty.
And take care of the kids and everything else.
I used to call myself set designer. Like, I do set design and costumes and makeup, but that was just to make myself feel better for doing nothing. It
wouldn't be possible without you, though.
No, it
wouldn't.
It would.
We have 3 children. I don't know what's supposed to happen to them.
Yeah, I am the keeper of the children when Clint's filming and writing scripts and all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
Plus, you made the reptile room cute, but that's separate from the channel.
Yeah. I do a lot. I do most everything with the reptile room, but not with the channel. Let's see, Lauren. So yes, I as soon as COVID's over, I know that our team's a little bit nervous about COVID. So as soon as we all feel a bit more comfortable, I think it would be really fun to do a live stream with everyone on here.
That'd be the best.
It'd be really fun. I think it'll be fun to do more videos together and let you see their
from
faces.
A cabin.
Yeah.
We'd have to be from a cabin.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. This channel, it had a vision, all right, of what we were hoping to achieve. We were hoping that we could do so well with this channel that once, maybe more often, we could get an Airbnb cabin for the weekend and hang out our 3 families. That was the big picture goal for Clint Reptiles. And we have gotten a cabin like that one time, and it was awesome.
Actually, St. George maybe counts because we went herping in St. George 2 times. So
that was a herping video we filmed and never released.
I would love to release it. I thought it was really cool.
I don't know what happened to it. I think we wanted to get a little bit more, and we just kind of never did. But now we have finally released a real life herping video. And I think it was really fun.
It was really
fun. And
fun.
now I kind of know how to title this stuff.
Ian Garcia in the chat says, let your wife speak Spanish. I don't know why you're saying that because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, she doesn't. she understands it pretty well for some reason.
No, I can understand like in context, like when Clint runs into people and starts speaking Spanish, I can kind of understand like, oh, they're talking about where they're from or how Clint knows Spanish and stuff like that. Like I can understand contextual things, but not just random stuff.
Yeah. But you speak KSL?
No, I don't. Lauren Bevel says, besides sea snakes, are there any particular species of snakes that you feel are especially threatened by climate change?
Oh, probably all kinds of them. I'm trying to think of any in particular. I mean, the thing about climate change is we just don't know how much it will change, right? We have models. We're trying to predict it, but the climate is actually an extremely complex system. And so it's difficult to model something that complex because there's a lot of complexity you either don't know about at all or you don't fully understand. And so a lot of it will depend on just how much are things going to change and how quickly. I worry less about snakes than I do about things like turtles and crocodilians that have temperature-dependent sex determination. Mm-hmm. Because if you change the temperatures to the point that you are only producing one sex for one generation, it's over.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, that's all of our Patreon.
Holy smokes!
Patreon.
Patreon.
So now we're back over to Super Chats.
Super Chats!
And I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few coming in. So we'll get through these Super Chats. You already opened your mail and we can sign off.
No sense of ever looking at Shelby again.
Yep. You can't get him out.
Oh, I can one hand wield Shelby.
You're not wielding Shelby with our baby on your lap. He's so naughty. He's so naughty. Okay, you're making my heart like speed up. And
what is it that concerns you about Shelby?
Okay, the first time you ever held him, he bit you.
Yeah, but then since then?
You haven't held him all that much.
No, I hold him like daily now.
Nowadays?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't want to have a snake bite today.
Well, me either. I don't want you to have a snake bite.
And you're holding a baby, and I don't want our baby to get tail whipped or have a snake bite.
Did you see how delightful he's been? He hasn't tail whipped me since I moved his enclosure.
Really? Because I watched.
Well, except for when I tried to put a chicken in there. He doesn't like those chickens.
Why?
I don't know.
He doesn't like those chickens.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the worst pet reptile.
All right. Let's see where we were. We read this one. We read that one. Very cool. Okay. Lauren Bevel says, have you guys we already read that one. Colin Martin said, sent a super chat. Could you do a video on Russian tortoises, please?
Yeah, we totally should do that. For a long time, people didn't really seem to like turtle videos. And I even did polls. Yeah. And nobody wanted to see more turtles. Yeah.
I like turtles.
Which bums me out because I do like turtles a lot. There are a couple things though that I've noticed lately that kind of make me think maybe we should start doing more turtles. One of them is so the painted turtle video we did recently, stupendously unpopular, but the red-eared slider video has been very, very popular, and that was one that I like. They're popular, but they're also really well known, right? So anyway, the comments.
M said, if you answer this text, I'll be forced to get a milkshake.
I want a milkshake.
No. You're forced. Keep going.
Okay. So anyway, the common snapping turtle, which is arguably my favorite of all animals, definitely my favorite turtle. That was really a popular video. So people, and I noticed that our top 5 turtles video has been viewed more than our top 5 snakes video.
No way. That's really interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Tima Pipegrass.
Wait, I'm not done yet. So we need to do more turtles. What do you guys think? More turtles or not as many turtles? Tell me, should we do more turtles?
Tima Pipegrass said, I held Shelby. He was very calm. Tima's the one that gave you that beautiful book that we keep on the table in the reptile room.
I love that book.
Yeah. And she did. She did help.
I'm so glad I have your memory. Yeah. Oh, it is the best.
Okay, let's see.
And if you notice that I'm very tranquil, it's sleeping baby. This is like Gaboon Viper tranquil for me today.
You just don't move a muscle.
She didn't sleep very well last night. So.
No, she did not. My eyes are burning.
Okay. Yeah, you did so well.
You're welcome. Dun said, would you ever own an octopus as a pet? Mercatorus?
If I felt like I could provide the care that an octopus requires, I would totally have an octopus. Right now, I don't. know how to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm wanting to dabble in saltwater, kind of so that these sorts of things would become a possibility maybe someday.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Adam Lord sent 20 pounds. Thank you,
Holy
Adam.
cow, super duper chat.
Glad you enjoyed the fossil. Personally, I was blown away with how old that tooth is. Okay, that was from Adam.
Thank you so much,
we didn't
Adam.
See anything on there.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you sent a super chat so that we could know who that was from.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for the mosasaur tooth. That is. Can I see it again?
Yeah, and I want to see.
That is so rad.
If there's a tag on it that says
that is so rad. Look at the bottom. You can see all the texture, and that is really neat. How do they know that? Do they just do the DNA? Like, how do they know that it's a mosasaur?
Oh, because they've found more complete skulls and things of mosasaurs, and so this tooth has that exact same anatomy, and it's found in the same places, and probably with more mosasaur bones.
That's really cool.
But teeth fossilize really well because teeth are very, very, very strong, even compared to other bones. So you'll notice we're very focused on like teeth and skulls. And, like you see those a lot more than you see ribs when people are talking about organisms. It's because skulls and teeth reveal a whole lot about how an animal lives and what it does. And they also tend to be some of the strongest bones and other structures. And so they fossilize the best.
That's really cool. Interesting. Let's see. Adam, thank you so much. And thanks for sending that. That's really cool. Adriconia says, Clint, out of curiosity, what would your favorite dinosaur be if you have one? I know what it is.
What is it, Bear?
Carnotaurus.
Yeah, I waffle. It depends on the day.
Yeah.
T-Rex is conspicuously my favorite, right? Like, I love T-Rex. But that's also boring, right? Like, everybody's favorite dinosaur is T-Rex. Yeah. It's like saying that I want a great white shark, or saying that I want a bearded dragon. But there's a reason that T-Rex is everybody's favorite, is because it's amazing.
And why great white sharks are everybody's favorite?
Every now and then, though, I like to say, oh, my favorite shark is the short-fin mako, because I like that they're fast and cool. Something like that. Change it up. Because there are lots of sharks that fill me with joy. Mm-hmm. And Carnotaurus is like that. I love Carnotaurus. I think Carnotaurus is maybe the coolest looking, at least theropod dinosaur.
Yeah.
And, if it had the size of T-Rex, no question, it'd be my favorite. Because it doesn't, I'm like, I love them both a lot.
Would you count a Titanoboa as a dinosaur?
No.
That's what Adam Lord said.
That's a great question. And that kind of gets to what I was saying before, that Titanoboa is an ancient extinct reptile. It's actually more recent than most of the dinosaurs. There's kind of a lot of climate fluctuation after the extinction event. The meteor hit that was like immediate cooling, and then like huge CO2 outgassing and stuff, and so then like huge warming. So there's this really warm period after that too, and that's where the Titanoboa really rose up and was a thing. And
something that you taught me is that not all ancient reptiles are dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. And dinosaurs are actually a specific group of reptiles.
Yep, and the dinosaurs, their closest relatives that aren't dinosaurs are the crocodilians. Their closest reptiles that are dinosaurs are the birds. They're the only descendants of that clade, that monophyletic group of reptiles that are dinosaurs. And far, far away from those, mesquamate reptiles are the snakes. In the middle of the lizards, that's where your Titanoboa falls. It's basically a colossal anaconda, which I just recently found out something awesome about anacondas. But I'm going to save that for a future video.
You ready for more?
I am ready for more.
Betty Morgan was the one that asked about a peach throat, and they said, thanks, I have an Ackie. Peach throat would be my second monitor.
And I understand that too, because the only problem with Ackies is they're not big. Yeah. And it's like, well,
how big is a peach throat?
They're
this monitor size?
No, a little smaller, I think, but similar.
Okay. Red Dragon said, hey, Clint, do you plan on doing more videos on amphibians? I would personally like to see tiger, salamander, firebelly newt, or tomato frog.
I filmed an amphibian video last night.
Yep. And it's a fun one. Exciting. Ben sent a super chat and said, hi, I wanted to thank you and Emily for rekindling my love of reptiles. I'm now once again a beardy parent and hopefully soon a cherry head or a BTS.
Ooh.
What's a cherry head?
Cherry head tortoise.
Oh, cute. Oh, yeah.
No, that doesn't exist yet.
Oh, it doesn't?
Mm-mm.
It doesn't?
It does.
I'm not allowed to say?
There might be a video with cherry heads in it coming up.
I don't know why you're so secretive. Let them be excited about
ninja.
what's coming up.
Well, there's a video with cherry heads in it coming up.
With who?
Some Kenan fellow.
It's a fun one. It's really fun. I liked it a lot. Let's see. Amy B sent a $25. What are the umbrella predators in Madagascar and New Caledonia, or do geckos just taste bad?
The umbrella predators. Or do geckos just taste bad? Umbrella. What's an umbrella? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this term of an umbrella predator. I know one of the raddest predators, though, out there is the fossa.
Define umbrella
Thank you, the internet.
predator. The use of umbrella species as it comes... No. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Is it... Not, it doesn't say like you're a platypus predator, so...
No, I think I can read the word umbrella.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
Sorry.
But fossas are bodacious.
Tell us what you mean in the side chat, and we'll try to catch it. Robin George said, Clint, we just got a 5-month-old Krusty, arrived Wednesday night. His tank says 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 82%. Haven't seen eating, and he sleeps all the time. Should I worry?
No, but weigh him periodically so you can know he's eating. When they're little, it's the amount they eat is so small it's difficult to notice it.
And you used to put food on their noses so that they would lick it off, and he could see like, okay, you can eat, and you are eating at least a little. Mm-hmm. So. Amy, I hope that you clarify what you mean by umbrella predator. What are the umbrella predators in Madagascar and New Caledonia, or do geckos just taste bad? Does she mean like the umbrella part of the canopy? Like
maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's all of our super chats.
We made it?
We made it.
Wait! There was a super chat last week that I
you're
screenshot.
Right. And somebody just said, let's see, this is Northwoods Cowboy, 1876, said, just wanted to say thanks for the content. Both the wife and I love it. Been keeping lychee geckos and a mangrove monitor, soon a tegu. I'm jealous about your lychees.
No, yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, I know I took a screenshot of a super chat
on
that
your
came
phone?
in after. Wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It was, so we ended last time, and then the super chat.
Oh, I think it was just a photograph. I took, not a screenshot.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Shelby up.
We're not getting Shelby up. Do you want me to go get your phone?
Yes, please. Who thinks Shelby should come out again?
No, you're holding a baby.
In one hand. That's what my left hand is for.
Oh, dear.
Yes, get Shelby.
No, don't hit Shelby.
Do you think she'll do it or not?
No.
Shelby.
I don't know where your photos are.
I can find it. Here, make a scene. I'm sorry we missed this one last week, and it came in right as we finished. So I was like, oh, we will take a picture of it, and not. There's lots of pictures of me holding Shelby and with an Aki on my head. If you don't follow me on Instagram, there's okay.
You should follow him on Instagram. He posts really fun and cute videos and cool animals.
Okay, so this is
This is from Olivia Fulbright. They sent a super chat and said, thank you so much for all you do. I used to be scared of snakes. I couldn't even walk down the pet aisle. Now I actually go look for snake items.
Yay! Olivia, that is so cool. And I'm really glad that we didn't miss that because that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. What are they saying, Leisha?
Leisha's job is to keep everyone safe. So I know we're not getting her out.
What else do they say?
Peer pressure, bad.
No peer pressure. No peer pressure. I'm just getting Shelby out.
No. Babe, you're holding a baby. At least put her down or something.
Well, you want to take her?
Then I can't hold Shelby.
I know. But it sounds like you don't want to hold Shelby anyway. But they should get to see a little more Shelby. Holy cow.
A super chat. 100 Canadian dollars.
Super chat.
Amanda, thank you.
So
She's
much.
already sent a ton. Hey, Clint, I hope you keep doing art. I liked the Gila Monster one you posted on Instagram.
Thank you so much. Leisha, for years and years and years and years, I've wanted to be able to do digital art, but I don't like computers very well. And I've wanted to have an iPad, and a couple, like, was it a year ago or 2 years ago?
Maybe 3 years ago.
A few years ago, Leisha got me like an old used iPad, and
iPads are expensive, man.
She got me an Apple, or not an Apple Pencil, because it didn't work with the Apple Pencil at all. She got me a bamboo pen for it, and it didn't work.
Mm-mm.
And so I've never really gotten to do it, but I love to draw, but I love digital art. Like, I think that turns out the best, but I can't do it. And Leisha, for Christmas this year, there was like a super duper great deal on the iPad, and the regular iPad now works with the Apple Pencil, which I didn't have. And I tried to use that bamboo pencil, and it worked so poorly that it was so frustrating. It was worse than not drawing.
Yeah.
And then Leisha surprised me with an early birthday gift of the Apple Pencil. Oh my! And so that was my first project with it. But I'm really excited. And
Clint wants to turn that into a shirt. So he was kind of putting it on Instagram to see if people would like it, and I think a lot of people liked it. And it was a quote from one of the videos, Huffy Venom Potato, which is what he calls the Gila monster. And I think it would be really cute on a shirt. So you guys should let us know.
Yeah, I am really excited about it. And if you get it and zoom in, because there's some detail you can't see very well when you see it from far away. But anyway, I'm excited about it. For my first project, I think it was
Tom Wilson sent a super chat and said, "Hi guys, how do you think Mosasaurus reproduced? Eggs or live birth?"
That's a great question. If they are closely related to monitors, I don't know of any viviparous or ovoviviparous monitors. If there are some, I would like to know about them.
What's the difference between viviparous or ovoviviparous?
So viviparous organisms are getting energy from mom all the time. Until they're born.
Oh, so the eggs just stay in mom. Ovovivipary.
Well, yeah, ovovivipary. The eggs are yolked up, and they just are retained inside of mom
until they're ready.
Until they essentially hatch, and then they come out.
Mm-hmm.
And
come out live.
Yeah, they come out live out of mom, but I mean they were essentially in eggs.
I see. Inside
of mom. Usually not shelled in the same way, but they're self-contained. They're not getting additional nutrients from mom. And I don't know of any monitors that are that way. There are certainly other lizard groups that are, and I don't know if it's like, can they get themselves up on a beach and lay eggs like sea turtles do, or did they do live birth? That's a great question, because honestly, going from oviparous, which is laying eggs, to ovovivipary is really just a matter of not laying the freaking eggs. And so it doesn't.
Or in other words, not laying the eggs.
Yes. Better the way I said it, though, right? And so, it might, that could be the whole difference right there.
Try laying her down and then getting the snake.
Yeah?
If she cries, then I'll get her.
Okay. I love you, baby girl. Oh. Where should I lay her?
Just over there.
Over there. I'll be right back. Everybody be quiet.
Oh.
Where's her name? I just like this one.
Hey, Clint, can you do a video on Chinese and Japanese cave geckos? Stephen Shepard said, "Bye, Martha. Sleep well."
Maybe you entertain the crowd. I'm going to take her up to her crib for just the last.
Entertain the crowd?
Yep. Keep them happy.
Any questions for me then? Oh dear. Entertain the crowd. I'm not like Clinty. I'm not good at just spewing out knowledge on a whim. The reptile keeper says, "Hey, what did I miss? Clinty's currently getting the baby to sleep so that he can get the false water cobra out so that I can possibly hold it." I told you can hear her on the baby monitor. Will you handle Shelby? I might handle Shelby if we can get the baby down. I don't want to have me handling Shelby with the baby. What's your favorite crafting project? And what is your absolute favorite reptile? I really like Big Daddy, our sulcata tortoise. He's one of my very favorites. And my favorite crafting project? What's my very favorite crafting project?
Your favorite crafting? Oh, you just...
I think most of my favorites I give as gifts, and so I don't remember. Exactly.
You like to watercolor a lot, though.
I do watercolor a lot, and I do give most of my crafting projects away. And my next project that's coming up, hopefully it'll be released tomorrow, is a makeover from my bathroom. Bathroom makeover.
Bathroom makeover. Did you tell them about your last video?
No.
It was awesome.
It was really fun. It was a vlog of our trip to Miami and to Chandler's wildlife place where Clint helps with
leave it. Good boy.
Cleaning out a king cobra's enclosure.
I should.
The head just came out. Clinty!
You're okay. You're okay. Sorry, Bear. I didn't mean to startle you. He's kind of quick. You were just talking about cleaning out a king cobra's enclosure. He actually, in my experience, he is almost exactly like Tyler Nolan's Kilo. And Tyler handles Kilo about like I handle Shelby. Leave it. Go boy. Go boy. Okay.
That was scary.
Sorry,
its head
Bear.
Just came right out. And
bursting out. That was like the water monitor with Owen. Isn't he great? Okay.
I love how you just silence. You can't even talk while you enjoy him.
No, I just take him in. You're a good boy.
Cage says that wasn't aggressive. I know it wasn't aggressive, but it was still startling.
He's so dang beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I don't know what it is about their look that I just adore, but I really, really adore the look of these snakes.
Clint really likes creatures with wide heads. I think that's why he likes me. All the time I'm like, I have a wide head. I have a very square face, and he really likes the wide, like crested geckos are his favorite when their heads are really wide.
Yeah,
and
big boofy crested gecko head is the best. Gaboon vipers.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, I mean, his head is still dinky for a false water cobra because he is still young.
A super chat came in and said, this is from Ricky Troy Mosley. I love you, Clint. Don't destroy your marriage over a cool snake.
We've made it this far. He's really calm now, if you'd like.
I'm scared.
You can just put your hands out and I'll just set him in there for a second. Look at how nice he is.
But he came right out and scared me.
Oh yeah, he was enthusiastic about coming out to visit. He just likes you. Yeah, he's so great. The nice thing too about him is he's really clear about his feelings. Like
he wasn't when you got bit.
No, he wasn't. But that's why I put hand sanitizer in your hands right now, because that was kind of a lazy bite, and it might have been kind of a feeding response sort of a bite. And so I wanted you to not smell at all like anything. But you could tell, I mean, he wasn't even concerned with Theo.
He's got a cute face.
It's the best.
Don't put his face by my face.
Well, I've got his strike range really reduced. For some reason, I am less concerned about my face because I guess I'm always watching him. And so, like, if it comes at me, I feel okay about my face. It's my hands when I'm not looking.
Are there false water cobras where the snouts are more white? He's got a lot of black.
He is a dark false water cobra, but they all seem to have a slightly dark tip to their nose in my experience with them. Except for probably the morph. There's like one morph I know of, which is lavender, and they don't really have any blacks at all. They're probably like a T negative albino or something, or a T positive albino or something like that. You just feel part of him.
I don't want to.
Well, you don't have to. But he's so good. You've never touched him before, have you?
I don't know. Don't think so.
He feels really cool.
Why? He feels like a snake.
Yeah, but I don't know, there's something really special about him. Those super smooth scales, and he's just, he's strong and he's active and he's alert, and I don't know. Why do I love false water cobras so much, guys? Any thoughts? Because I just adore them. And he's not really at this point too much different than like a good size corn snake, but to me he's a very different thing.
He's a lot. I think what makes me a little more nervous too is that he's very active. That's ball pythons are one of my very favorite snakes.
And
he's active and he's jumpy.
Yeah, he is a little bit jumpy, and that's why I'm trying to handle him more, is so he doesn't get so jumpy. Because he'll do that, especially in his enclosure when I start touching him, like he's like. But if you don't surprise him, it's just I
think this is Michelle compared to a hog. Which venom is more potent? I think Shelby. Yeah.
Like especially if we're talking about plains hogs, you can make a strong argument that they're not venomous at all. Toxicologists have gone through and they're like, there's nothing really all that toxic about their venom at all. But then you can also make an argument that they are venomous. There are other hognoses that are certainly venomous, but it's never very much. These guys, I've gotten really mixed reports. Somewhere between nothing and timber rattlesnake is what people say as far as what the venom is like. My experience was mild itching. But I also didn't get a very large dose. The venom is the saliva. So I got some saliva in my wound, but not a large dose. I didn't let him chew on me or anything. He's a good snake.
Why is the water that's false?
Oh, because all kinds of people, when they saw the video of me getting bitten, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna die. He's dead." I'm like, "No, he's not."
I'm saying, why is he's called a false water cobra? Because he's not actually a cobra.
Yes.
But is there such thing as a water cobra?
Yes, there's a snake called a banded water cobra, and they look like this, but I think these are actually even better looking than the banded water cobra. And so,
why does he stick his tail up like that? I don't like that either.
Oh, he doesn't. That's just how he happens to end up after. He's this isn't like a super arboreal snake, so he doesn't usually use his tail as an anchor in the way that snakes that climb more will. Oh, I love him.
My stomach is like in knots because I'm like, I want to try it. Like, I really do want to hold him, but I'm a little freaked out.
Yeah. Well, don't push yourself too far too fast. What if I give you a little bit of him to hold and I'll keep the front? Just for a second. Because he's going to move out.
My hands are so clammy sweaty. You won't be able to move through them.
What I find to be the easiest with him, though, is you get him in a time like this and you just kind of
I've never held the legless lizards either.
Oh, the legless lizards are much harder to hold than Shelby.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because they're just rolling.
So active, and I don't
They're
like
active, too, and they also roll.
That's why I don't hold the legless lizards. Oh, yeah. I'm so clammy.
Yeah, he's not like a ball python. He's like Buttercup, but he's a little easier to startle than Buttercup. But even when he gets startled, he just jumps. He doesn't strike or anything.
I'm scared.
Just take this back a little bit for a second and get a feel for him.
Oh, his head.
No, I got his head.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
His head was looking at me.
Well, he's looking at you. It's good for him to know what's got him.
Do they all have the...
I got his head.
Take him.
I got his head.
Take it.
I got his head, I promise.
Don't put him by me. Okay. Do they all have the ring right there on their head? Or is that just him?
On the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all got that.
Oh, Michelle says, I want to hold him with crying faces. Deep breath, Leash. He's just, if he could just like sit still, I would totally do it. But he doesn't. He wouldn't do that on me though, because I'm a new thing to explore.
I bet he might.
Will you take him as soon as I say take him?
Yep.
I don't like being sitting in a chair and like there's all these stools here holding like the mic and the laptops and I'm like trapped.
Yep, this is how it was with that Argus monitor. But you're not going to run away from the snake. If you get scared, just tell me, I'll take him away.
My hands are so sweaty.
I did not know you were this concerned about him.
Well, I only hold the creatures I want to hold.
I know.
Which is a lot. I do hold a lot of creatures, but
I'll just slowly transition him so he might not even change from. I mean, look at how calm he is. This is how he always is. At first he explores.
Get his head away.
And then once he gets used to you, he just settles in and sits.
Please get his head away. You're not listening.
No, but I've got him. See my pinky finger? My pinky finger would stop him from being able to get to you. It would.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
guess.
Doing so well. Good job.
Is he hoodie?
Nope. He's on his own body, so he's pressing himself a little bit flat. But he's not. And see his happy tongue? See his fast, not very concerned tongue flicks?
That was a slower one. It got slower.
So here, just take one big deep breath.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
He's looking at me.
Well, wouldn't you if a giant picked you up? You're doing a great job.
Okay, I don't want him anymore.
Okay. Shell, you did it there.
I don't want to do that again. That was not fun.
It's so much fun, guys. I adore this snake. Wait till he's like 4 times this size. It's gonna be the best.
I feel like I would feel more comfortable with him being bigger.
Well,
I like
the nice thing
bigger
about a
snakes.
big snake is you can be a long way from the head and get a feel for it.
Yeah. Oh, my heart!
I'm proud of you, Vera. You did a great job.
Okay. A bucket said, so banded water cobras are native to Africa, right? Why would a South American snake mimic an African snake? Love the vids.
That's a great question, because it doesn't. It's not a mimic. It's just when they found this, they're like, oh, that looks a lot like a banded water cobra. But it's not one, because it's not a cobra at all. Yeah, it's not even an elapid snake. And so it's a false water cobra, but it's not a mimic. This is actually something, I think there's a lot of mimicry that isn't out there. You know, a lot of people, every time they see a snake rattle its tail, they're like, oh, it's mimicking a rattlesnake. There are all kinds of snakes that don't live anywhere close to where rattlesnakes live that rattle their tails. Making a noise is scary. And rattlesnakes happen to be the best at it of all the noisemakers.
And you would rather a creature get your tail than your head. So you kind of show where your tail is. And
you would, but usually that tail is up actually by their head when they're rattling.
Oh,
but
really?
mostly it's just like you get startled by a noise. You know, that's why they hiss and everything. Because when you're a noodle with a head, there's really nothing you can do to stop most animals from killing you. And so all you can do is hope to scare them away. And making a noise, scary.
By the way, if I was where you guys were seeing this snake, I would be like, I would totally hold that snake. It's not showing no signs of aggression. It's being really calm. It's not even that big. It's not even all that venomous. I would totally hold it. That's no big deal. But then being here, sitting in this chair, trapped by all of these things, that is way scarier than that.
I think everybody thinks you're very brave.
I don't think so.
I think there are probably a handful of people who are not concerned about being bitten by a venomous snake. And everybody else is like, that was pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Was it awesome or weak sauce?
Laura Gore sent a super chat and said, good job. Impressive how you pushed through your nerves and set your limits and listening to them. Thank you. Thank you for the support. That was scary.
You did such a good job, though.
Can I try again?
Yep.
I got more scared when he wasn't moving because then I couldn't read him as well. When he was just plastered, I'm like, oh, he could just jump and like when he moves up a little bit, then you can see like, oh, he's not.
Yeah, you can totally try again. He's doing great, but you don't have to.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Okay,
and this time not. Can I treadmill him more?
Yep, you can treadmill him more. You're doing awesome.
Okay, I'm more comfortable with this type of movement than just holding still because I couldn't read him, and that freaked me out.
Yep. I understand that. Yeah. Put down a little.
Okay, his face.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a really good job.
Why does
just let him come back and sit on you?
I don't want him to sit on me. He's gonna go on my head.
Yeah, he probably won't.
Okay, is he?
No, he's not. See those quick little tongue flicks?
Yeah.
He's exploring because he's really curious.
Theo.
Leave it. Good boy.
Good boy.
He's really, really curious, so we're getting a lot of quick little tongue flicks. Here, hold him up a little so they can see those quick little tongue flicks. But he's not, that is not a nervous snake. That's just a snake that's exploring a beautiful new world.
Clint's naughty.
You're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable when he was perfectly still at first week.
Yeah, and that's how these things are. Like, when it's a strange snake, I don't like holding a snake that I don't know. But now you know him a little bit.
Why is he doing that?
What's he doing?
Holding still?
Oh, just because he's comfortable now and you're warm, right? He's figured out where he is, and now he does. Like in his enclosure, he doesn't just explore all the time. He explores until he knows where he is, and then he just settles in. He's comfortable with you. See, his breathing is real normal. Do you see it? It's real regular. It's not quick little dark breaths. That is just a very relaxed.
Why is he doing teeny tiny tongue flicks?
What are they like? I can't even
Like
see
this.
It. Oh, that is so cute.
That's what he's doing. Why is he doing that?
Because he's just getting a little getting a little information about the outside world, but he's not super curious anymore. He knows where he is. He's comfortable where he is.
Are we friends now?
Yep.
Oh, he's moving. He's fine. Is he fine?
He's just breathing. He did it, Bear. I can't believe he did it again. She is a very brave person. It's a new super chat. I'll read it. I'm terribly sorry, but I have another question relating to Moses.
You have to say who it's from.
Okay, so this is from Adam Lord, who sent our Mosasaur tooth. And he says, I'm terribly sorry, but I have another question relating to mosasaurs. But would mosasaurs and megalodon have encountered each other in the wild? I don't think so, because I think the mosasaur was extinct before megalodon ever came around. Megalodon was a predator of whales. And so megalodon has been a more recent thing than the time of the dinosaurs, for example. Though mosasaur, again, not a dinosaur.
He definitely has like probably 8 inches of where you can tell that he's breathing. Do his lungs span those 8 inches?
Mm-hmm. So
Very, very
snakes.
I understand that their body parts are long, but are they that long?
So snakes usually they've either got only one lung, or they've got 2 lungs, but one of them is extremely reduced. And so they've usually just got one long lung that runs
it's very
a large stretch of their body. That's a good observation. Hopefully I didn't miss any other super. You'd know how to find them here in a minute.
No, you're fine. You haven't missed any.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. I can't believe she did it. I was thinking she wasn't going to, and that was okay. See, now you can see why I'm so quiet when I hold him. I just enjoy the experience.
He's looking at me.
Yep.
I think that movies and media have done a lot to alter our perception on things like snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm holding him and he's being really relaxed and calm, and you're teaching me the things to look for, like his breathing and his tongue flicks and his body movements and things. But because of TVs, like I'm just sitting here envisioning him coming at me mouth wide open,
mm-hmm.
like you see in the movies. Like I'm imagining him just turning his head and coming at me.
Yep.
But I don't think he's going to do that.
No, he's not.
Another super chat came in.
Oh, holy cow, that's a super duper chat.
From Amanda, who sent so much. Thank you, Amanda.
And is it Geeb? Am I pronouncing that right? Leisha, this is for you being so brave. Get something for yourself with this.
That's so nice. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for your support. She
doesn't do that very often. Like, I usually have to convince her for a long time to get something nice for herself. So, do it, Leisha.
That's really nice. Thank you for your support, because I was really scared to do this.
Of course, you'll have to go to Canada.
Use the Canadian dollars.
Yeah. You're doing such a good job there.
Is he still fine?
Yep.
Why is he not moving?
Because he's comfy.
He's just conserving energy now?
Yep. You're warm, safe. He's happy with where he is. You were doing an amazing job.
I think another super chat came in. Oh. You got to push the blue arrow so that you can.
Blue arrow. Holy smokes. Super duper chat. Holy moly. This is from Noonshine.
50 pounds.
Holy cow.
Thank you so much.
Leisha is so brave, and Shelby is just a round-eyed noodle of cuteness. This is friendship right here. Also, in my opinion, I feel it is somewhat of a travesty. We haven't gotten a toad video from you guys. What's up with that? That is a great question. We should do a toad. We just haven't done a lot of amphibians. We haven't done red-eyed tree frogs and
fire-bellied toads.
Fire-bellied toads.
Really common ones.
Yeah, but I agree. We need to do like an American toad video soon. Oh, more blue arrow.
I feel like his eyes have changed.
They're darker?
No, like when he's exploring, I feel like they're more round.
Mhm.
And right now he's relaxed, and I feel like the scales above his eyes are like covered them more or something. He looks more relaxed.
I bet you're just getting a different angle because he's kind of towards you now, and so you're seeing that scale above.
Because when you were holding him, he looked really round-eyed, like really, like what Moonshine said, round-eyed. I'm still having to. I'm trying not to breathe on him.
You're
And I
doing
need
such
to
a good
take
job.
deep breaths, but not breathe on him.
I start my second project on the iPad, by the way, is a false water cobra drawing.
It's looking really good. You should show them.
Okay.
It's right there on the left.
Oh, behind that.
We really should get going too.
We
It's
should.
1:36 already.
Yeah, you guys have been so good, but it's been an awesome experience to get to see Leisha have her first time with Shelby, and he's being so good. Okay, let's see here.
10.
Done.
Yeah. X. There it is.
It's not done yet, guys, so
No judging. You got to do the X first.
I'm gonna do the X, this X?
Yep. And now do it. Yep.
Okay, so this is my work in progress of my false water cobra, but it's coming around. I'm kind of excited about it. So maybe yeah. I'm learning, guys. I'm getting to do the arts. I'm so excited about it. Okay.
I'm holding a snake that's really could be very venomous.
Should we head out?
Yeah, probably.
You can keep holding here. Hold him up so they can all see.
I'm scared. I don't want to move because
Okay,
when I move,
I'll tilt it down.
he
I'll tilt
tightens on me.
Well, guys. Oh, there's a new.
Super chat.
Have you done a Copperhead video? We haven't.
Say that who that's
I have. Okay, so this is from Battlehim63. And he says, have you done a Copperhead video? I have one. He's great, but I'm always open to learning more. I would love to do a Copperhead video. I don't strongly consider hots, but if I was going to get a hot snake, a Copperhead would be one I would consider. They're really, really cool, and I love them. So, yeah, that would be awesome. You guys. This has been so much fun. Thank you guys again so much for being here. Thanks for supporting our family. Thanks for helping encourage but not intimidate Leisha into holding a false water cobra. I hope you didn't feel overly pressured.
No, it was good.
And she did it though, guys. She did it. Now I'll take a picture of her. Take a picture of her here in a moment. But you guys are amazing. We love you. And as always, like and subscribe. And we hope to see you real soon.
Bye.